So LUMIX sent me this box, and it's a big lens that probably, if you're a bird watcher, you've been waiting for a long time. But I'm not interested in bird watching with this lens. No, I am interested in harnessing the power of hybrid zoom on the S1R2 with the 100 to 500 millimeter f5 to 7.1. Come with me. We gotta try something. Hey, sorry to intrude your house, but when it's time, you take that.
This looks nice.
My exposure is bad. You take that, and when it's time, I need you to go walk up on a hill and...
Just any hill.
I'm at a light, so I can talk to the camera, but I don't have a clue if this is gonna work, but let me give you a little bit of a rundown. The light's green, so hold on. The plan is to basically drive up the mountain with the 100 to 500 millimeter. I'm gonna zoom in and try to get a picture of Tyler waving at the camera. And I know what you're thinking. How are you gonna pull this off? Well, I have a theory that if I combine it with the S1R2, the 100 to 500 millimeter, the 2x extender, and hybrid zoom, we'll be able to make it work. So I just got set up and I think it's gonna work.
There's a billion people here. Okay, I'm going up a hill. This one, to be exact.
Hello.
Hello.
Are you walking up the hill?
Oh, bye. Oh, I don't have any signal.
What? He hung up on me.
Top of the hill.
I'm at the top of the hill.
Do you see me?
No?
Okay, look towards the mountain.
Okay.
Do you see me
At all.
No.
You're very sure, right?
Pretty positive. I don't see you.
Okay, now 1 second.
Okay.
I gotta change something.
Okay.
Wave towards the mountain.
Okay. Wave.
You don't see me?
No?
Okay.
I'm gonna send you my location.
Okay.
And then that's it, and you're done.
All right. Sending me your location. Holy crap. Oh, he's like at the top of the peak. Where am I? Where should I be looking? That's crazy. If you can see me, that's nuts. So I'm at this park. There's an event going on. I'm standing on this hill, and he is somewhere way over there.
Let me tell you a few things that you need to be aware of when it comes to the 100 to 500 millimeter lens. Let me pull up my notes here. Now, the lens itself is going to cost $2,099 in the US, which may be a bit more pricey, but really not that bad given what this zoom range is. Its closest focus distance is 0.8 meters at the wide end, so at 100 millimeters, and 1.5 meters at the telephoto end, so at 500 millimeters. It does have a programmable ring when it's in AF mode, so basically you can have the focus ring do something when you're in AF. It's a nice function, nice feature that LUMIX is starting to add. I personally like to do crop zoom or AF detection, so you can change your AF detection settings by just spinning the ring. It's kind of nice, kind of handy. There's a new setting on this lens as well where you can change the zoom ring from smooth to tight. So basically, if you were rocking this for whatever reason on your clip right here as you're walking, by the way, this also is removable, so that comes off, so that's nice. But let's say you're rocking the camera like this on your body, on your clip. Yeah, you can leave it in tight, and then that thing's not, it's not gonna sag. See if it sags in smooth. It's actually, yeah, see, it's sagging. It's smooth. See that? If I was walking, this looks wrong. I'm gonna try it in tight. Don't get any ideas, okay, pervert? It's still sagging, but like not as much as it was before. And I'm like really trying to get it to sag. It's gonna help prevent that if you're in tight. Obviously you don't want it to be too tight or else when you zoom, it's gonna be like really annoying. Let's see if I can even notice a difference. I don't really notice that much of a difference going from tight to smooth. Maybe just a slight difference, but anyways, that's what that new smooth to tight feature is for. There's a customizable button right here, similar to how the 24 to 60 millimeter has that little button as well. And then we've also got something interesting when it comes to the different modes with optical image stabilization. Yeah, it does have OIS. Basically, there's a mode 1, a mode 2, and an off. What do those modes mean? I got the answer for you. Mode 1 is basically just for normal recording. So, you know, pan, tilts, all the different normal types of recording. Mode 2 is basically for panning. So basically it will disable the opposite axis depending on how you're moving, basically. Now this is an option that you can change in the menu on some lenses when it comes to LUMIX, but essentially it's existed already, but with this lens, they've added it to a physical switch, so you don't have to go into the menu every time and change it. This lens is using LUMIX's new like double actuator motor thing. I don't know what it's called, but essentially it's just fast, it's silent, it's smooth. The focus breathing is extremely well controlled, and this lens is also electronically parfocal, just like we see from a lot of different kinds of LUMIX lenses. Do you want to see?
Sure.
So yeah, if I'm like right here, so that's kind of what I see, right?
Yeah, right.
I was trying to zoom way in to find their house right there. I was gonna call up my wife and be like, can you go on the deck and just wave to me? So I've seen a couple like seagulls fly by, and before I leave I want to get a good shot of one flying. At 2,000 millimeters it's really hard to hone in on them because yeah, you don't expect it to actually zoom as far as oh, there's one right there. Okay, there it is. It's behind the tree. Oh, there's another one. I moved locations onto this bench, and right as I moved, 2 seagulls flew by. I'm gonna get this shot, and it's gonna be awesome, okay? I'll hang it on my wall. I did it. I actually got something even better. I think it's like a pelican or something. It's like flying low across the water. And then I got a shot. It's a little blurry, but it still looks kind of cool. It's a shot of a seagull. And then there was another bird like up in a tree. Let me know down in the comments what kind of bird it is. I don't know what it is, or I'll ask AI or something, but I kind of feel like I'm playing some kind of video game, like sitting here looking for birds and like picking them out and taking pictures. To be clear too, this is what my view looks like, and I'm zooming in with hybrid zoom all the way to like 2,000 millimeters and trying to capture these birds, okay? Man, I really gotta pee. Might just have to use nature's restroom. Nobody saw me, I swear. It is compatible with teleconverters. I think the 1.4 and the 2.0 version, and I bought the 2.0 version literally just for this video, just to see what 4200 millimeters with hybrid zoom on the S1R2 looks like with this lens. I couldn't resist. I'm a curious kind of guy. This combination is too powerful. I wonder if Harris is home. Hey, are you home right now?
Yeah, I just got home from TwitchCon.
Hey, nice. You want to do me just one quick favor? Take 10 seconds.
Yeah, this one you murder me?
Go into your backyard and look up at the mountain and wave and smile real big for me. I got it focus, and it's on a timer. Okay, wave and smile. All right, that was it.
Is it okay that I flipped you off?
I'm really cold, and I gotta use the bathroom. Nature's restroom? Now, there's also one other, there's dog hair all over this thing. There's one other switch on this lens called Zoom Limit. And essentially, when you're using a teleconverter, you want to turn this on. When it's on, it's going to limit the lens to 150 millimeters, right? And that's just so the inside optic doesn't come up and hit the teleconverter inside. So be careful of that. I was told that it is built to kind of take that in case you accidentally forget to turn that on, like resist that, but just be careful, because if you zoom too quick straight back into the teleconverter, you definitely could damage it. So yeah, if you're using a teleconverter, make sure to turn that on and spin the lens to 150 millimeters. The front is a 82 millimeter thread, and I am told that it has beautiful bokeh like we see from LUMIX and compression effects because of its 100 to 500 millimeter range. Something I just want to emphasize again too. I get that this is an f5 to 7.1, which some people might see that as like, that's slow and annoying. And I can kind of understand that. However, if this was going to be like an f4 as an example or something like that, it would just be so much bigger and harder to carry around. This lens is built for a very particular purpose, which is probably like wildlife photography and videography. And a lot of the different things that you're going to be filming with this lens, although it would be useful indoors, but you're probably going to be filming outdoors with a lens like this. So I think that's the reason behind the f5 to 7.1. I get it though, although it's not great, and I'm not a wildlife photographer or videographer, so I don't really understand. However, there is somebody who does film a lot of things outdoors, and his name's Josh Walker. I'm actually going to be sending him this lens when I'm done with it from LUMIX. I don't get to actually keep this lens. I'm going to be sending it off to the next creator. But he shoots a lot of outdoors type stuff, and he owns the 60 to 600 millimeter from Sigma. And he mentioned that lens is just like so big and honking that at times it is really annoying to bring it around with him. He almost needs like an entirely different bag to carry with him in order to bring that lens with him. However, with this lens, I could fit it in my bag. Just like my normal Peter McKinnon Nomadic camera bag, I just plopped it right in there. I didn't even change anything, and it fit perfectly, which is kind of crazy that this lens can fit in there given its focal range. Now hold on, just as a size reference here, this one is the S Pro, just the 70 to 200 S Pro f4 version. You can see that they are actually very similarly sized. I have been told that the 2.8 70 to 200 millimeter S Pro is essentially like the same size as this. So if you want a Pro version, maybe we'll get a Pro version in the future that's going to be even bigger than this. We'll see. I just think that a lot of people are going to be very happy that we finally have a focal range above 200 on LUMIX, and even I'm excited about it. And I'm not even like a wildlife photographer or videographer. I just think that with hybrid zoom, it makes the lens so much more interesting to me and much more fun to kind of just play around with and see what I can come up with. Speaking of which, I just realized that tomorrow is going to be a full moon. You thinking what I'm thinking? There you guys have it, the LUMIX 100 to 500 millimeter f5 to 7.1. If you are interested in picking up this lens, I'm gonna have affiliate links down in the description. I'd really appreciate it if you use those. They really help out the channel, so thank you. Don't forget to check out my course as well down in the description, where you can learn how hybrid zoom works and how all these cameras operate and the differences between them all. I got you covered. But you can always support me just by hitting the subscribe button and the bell button to be notified of future uploads. Till the next video though, happy filming.